Hi, this is Gigi from Kauai Community College. This is a video on Introduction to Derivatives, the second in the series, so make sure you watch the first one before this, okay? This has to do with example 2 in your note packet. The question is asking us to find a derivative function of the function g of x equal to the square root of x plus 2. Once the derivative function is found, use it to find the equation of the tangent line when x is 4. Okay, so first, let's find the derivative function. All right, so we know that the derivative function g prime of x is equal to, by definition, limit as h goes to 0 of, okay, what goes here? F of x plus h minus f of x all divided by h. Okay, so now this is going to equal to, by definition, limit as h goes to 0. Wherever we see x, we would go ahead and put in x plus h. Okay, so that would be square root of x plus h plus 2. That right there is f of x plus h minus f of x. And f of x is square root of x plus 2 all divided by h. Okay, now when we distribute the negative in there, we can see that plus 2 minus 2 is going to be gone. And so what we will have is limit as h go to 0 of square root of x plus h minus square root of x all divided by h. Now, when taking the limit, and taking the limit as h goes to 0, well, we can't just say, well, I'm just going to put in 0 for h. That's not going to work because h is on the denominator, and we cannot divide by 0. So our job is algebraically transform the way this looks so that this right here is no longer a problem. So how do we do that? We do what's called rationalizing. So what does it mean to rationalize? Really is to get an equivalent fraction. So we're going to multiply by 1. Okay, so what is the 1? The 1 is going to be whatever it takes to make this better, meaning to rationalize. In this case, rationalize the numerator. So the difference of 2 squares says if you have, say, a minus b, and we have a plus b, then that is going to be a square minus b square, right? The difference of 2 squares. Well, your a being square root of x plus h, and your b is going to be square root of x. Now, I can't just go ahead and do that on the top. I have to do the same on the bottom. So this is going to be square root of x plus h plus square root of x. Okay, so how does that help? Okay, we know here a plus b, a minus b, that is going to be a squared. That is going to be a squared minus b squared. That's the difference of 2 squared. This is your a, and this is your b. Okay. Now, when you square root, things will go ahead and undo each other, right? Square root, square. So we will have limit as h goes to 0 of x plus h minus x on the numerator. On the denominator, you would have h multiplied by square root of x plus h plus square root of x. Okay, how does that help? As you can see here, x minus x is gone. So on the numerator, I have h. On the denominator, I also have h multiplied by something. So what it means is I can go ahead and divide. H divided by h is 1. So what I will have left is the limit as h goes to 0 of 1 on the numerator, square root of x plus h plus square root of x. Now, take the limit as h go to 0. As h go to 0, this is very small. So on the denominator, I would have square root of x plus square root of x, which is 2 square root of x. And on the denominator, I would have just 1, right? So then we would say the derivative of the function g of x is 1 divided by 2 square root of x. So next, what we want to do is go ahead and use that information to find, okay, so the question said, use that information to find the equation of the tangent line when x is equal to 4. Okay, so when x is equal to 4, then g prime of 4 is equal to 1 over 2 square root of 4. Okay, so that would be 1 over 4. And this is denoting the slope of the tangent line. So if that is the slope of the tangent line, we would say, hey, the equation is y equals mx plus b. Okay, so we know this right here is the m. In order to solve for b, well, I gotta know x and y. X is 4. So doing a little substitution, we would say 1 over 4. X is 4 plus b, we don't know what b is equal to y. Well, what is y? Well, remember, our function g of x was given to us, and that is square root of x plus 2, right? So the y value in this case, when x is 4, meaning g of 4 is square root of 4 plus 2, which is 4. So the y value right here is 4. And x is also 4. Okay, 4 divided by 4 is 1, minus 1 over b is going to be 3. So we would say the equation of the tangent line at x equal to 4 is y equals 1/4 x plus 3. So however this graph looked like, the equation of the tangent line when x is 4, that tangent line has an equation of 1 over 4 plus 3. Now actually, we could go ahead and visualize that. The graph of square root of x plus 2, that square root move up 2, and the graph goes like this, right? So when x is, say, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, here is the point 4, 4. The equation of the tangent line at that point, the equation of that green line is y equals 1 over 4x plus 3. And that is what we have just found in example 2.